Okay, morning everybody. I just want to talk about something slightly different than games or puzzles. There's this strange card game here. It's called, actually I think it's pronounced Zenonzard. I don't actually know if it's actually pronounced right. But it actually is a card game that I recently that I heard about like 2019 to 2020. But I think the card game didn't get either the respect or the likes that it should have received. But then again, it is another card game. And then a lot of card games are now always just compared to Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, now the new Digimon game, and Magic the Gathering. Well, this is a strange card game. It's sort of similar to if you've played Magic, but it has something that I classify as shields, so wouldn't it be more towards like Duel Masters? Possibly. Not sure, because they both have a similar thing, but these things have shields where actually, I guess you could say something like that, because you actually in Duel Masters you have to attack these shields before you attack your opponent, but and same thing here, but they're not called shields, they're called forces, but they're like barriers, and you have to attack both those shields and barriers before they can attack your opponent at the same either. But you can also block. However, unlike Magic and Duel Masters, there's actually, you can only have a certain amount of types of cards. You can only have 5 monsters on the field and 10 well, they call them field minions and base minions, but whatever the mana, you can only have a max of 10. However, you can actually replace mana and monsters that's on the field with others. Like if you need a certain type of color, you can actually remove them to the trash and play another mana in order to actually summon what you need. Now, this card game is strange because of what they look like. Let's just talk about one small type. Let's go up. I hate you, stupid mouse. Oh, it was in class. Okay. Let's go to goblins. Now, the thing is, this thing didn't do well, so this thing only has about 1,200 to 1,300 cards total. However, it also has a few cards that are based on battle spirits. But like goblins, there's only about 10 of these. This is the attack of your monster. This is how much damage your attack does. And of course, this is your mana field as to how much damage it can, how to summon it. And this is the color thing. There's 7 different colors, including colorless. So it's not much to the game. Like again, if you've played Magic, you just basically, you rest / tap / whatever you want to call it in order to summon these things, and then you can summon them whatever. But the weird thing that's also different, besides the shields, is that you can actually take a field minion and move it down to the base, or you can move a base minion and move it up to the field. So that's as if like your base minion can attack. Very weird. Very small. And they are kind of nice. But there was one thing I have a question about. Let's see if I can actually find it. I saw a card. Let me see if I can find it for a second. I think that's it. I actually think I found a card that is actually titled Sasuke. I may be wrong. Yeah. Sasuke, denizen of Kanatana, is Sasuke, undercover shinobi. I mean, he's a bird, but Sasuke? Shinobi? I mean, it doesn't say he's a ninja. He says he's a sword. Wait, that makes more connections. Avian, that means he's a bird. I wonder if this is actually even wasn't even allowed, but I don't know. But then again, Sasuke is just a name. They say you can't copyright names, so just something. But yeah, here it is. It's red, yellow, white, green, blue, purple, and black, which is colorless. And then here's the cost: 0 through 10, 11, 12. I think I've seen a couple of up to 12. And the highest attacks go, minimum attack is 100. Highest attack I've seen about 12 or 1300. And then the highest damage is 4. But it's just something small and weird. Yeah. 8, 9, and 10. Jeez. 4 damage. And the thing is, you base your hit points is based on what your shields, your forces are. You have 2 of them in the morning. I mean, in the total, and you basically subtract 12, the number 12, from the total of the 2 force energy powers, which can usually go from 2 to 4, 2 to 5, and you add those 2 numbers up, subtract that number from 12, and that's your hit points. Weird. Very weird. But it was more like a video game app thing, and I think the fact that it basically says artificial intelligence AI cards, that was because you have a helper in the game that I heard about. Never played the game, but you're supposed to be able to use that, and maybe because of the fact that this said the word AI, they were trying to try something, they might have actually caused the thing to kind of go, because no one likes AI, is what we were told. Oh well, this is just a strange card game. I don't know if you haven't heard about it before, but it's just something small. And if you've heard about it, tell me what you think about it. If you haven't heard about it, tell me what you think about it, I guess. Anyway, I guess I'll be talking about something else in another video. Cheers.